It's exciting. It's history. It's history. You're watching history. The history's not happening more to a more deserving group of kids than the group of kids that I got. Middletown has a very good football team. We heard about them all week long. And I think the bottom line was we talked to the kids about how they've been in one close game all year long. They've been in one close game all year long. They've been in one four-quarter game all year long. This is what we do. And I think that they kept believing in that. Even when we got stuffed on the 2-yard line, even when things went wrong, they just kept believing that we're going to wear this team out. This is what we do. This is the Beaver Falls way.
How does this title feel compared to the Whitfield Championship?
Obviously, it's on a greater magnitude. The unfamiliarity with the other team, it's the state championship. I'll call it equal.
Did it feel like a road game coming and playing these guys?
Well, of course, yeah. When we drove in to our hotel, the exit before we got to our hotel said Middleton.
So you're like,
I said I knew they were close, but I didn't think they were that close. But hey, you know what? When you get here, there's no slouches, and both teams should not hang their head. Win or lose, there's no team that should hang their head here. When you're playing in a state championship.
How about all the interceptions today? What happened with that?
Just getting pressure on the quarterback, and our guys were relentless up front, getting after the quarterback, loading and blitzing at the right time, and we watched film and saw that nobody had pressure on the quarterback, and if we pressure him, is he gonna, it's just great as a coach when you prepare, and not only do things work out, but your kids execute it. It's exciting, it's a great feeling, and they deserved it. They played a great game.
Ryan, you've had good players here in the past. What makes these guys so special? They just that good?
Listen, we've had equally as talented groups here, size, speed, all that stuff, and that is no knock on. Listen, we've had teams that faltered because we had an unfortunate injury. We've had teams that faltered because other unfortunate circumstances in which just kind of derailed our season. But I think the biggest thing is as a whole, all 11 kids, they don't question, they don't say why. They just say, Coach, what do you want us to do? We got it. I can't tell you how many kids came off the field today and was just like, we got it, Coach, relax, quit yelling. We got it, Coach, relax, quit yelling. They're special. They're special. They're a coach's dream.
Ryan, you mentioned the close games. I feel like the conference you guys were in, where the number one team in the state doesn't even make the playoffs, that probably prepares you for a test.
Absolutely. We played quality teams all year long, and like I said, there's nothing against Middletown, but they didn't play the schedule we played, and they didn't play in the kind of fights that we've been in. And as the game waned and the pressure became higher, I felt better about our chances because our kids step up in those moments.
Was there a moment when you knew maybe Malik's interception returns for touchdown?
Yeah, you kind of knew that. And I give their coach a lot of credit for not calling all 3 of his timeouts and just, waving the white flag. That was classy on his part.
With the way that it was a defensive slugfest there, that kind of the first half, did you feel like you guys would be able to just kind of throw a couple knockout punches there in the second half with the big plays?
We were so close to breaking a few in the first half that I just knew if we just continue to be patient, And I think that's the biggest key is, go with what got you there, we're going to be patient. We're going to do what we do. I'm sure everybody wants us to throw the football, but we're going to do what we do. And you continue to wear them out. And when you got a group of kids that believes in that, it makes it all that much more special.
Ryan, what was it like coaching Donovan for 4 years?
It was tremendous. He separated his shoulder. They popped it back in, and he went right back in the game. So what more can you ask for as a coach? He was in agony. 5 minutes later, they're like, he's ready. And I'm like, okay.
This is last high school game.
That's it. Yeah. That's it, So he was in there with the bands doing his thing, and he's just a microcosm of 21 other seniors and, some juniors. And just as a whole, this team has been outstanding.
How about Shepherd's season?
To come back from an injury and, put the type of offensive numbers and then be a jack of all trades on defense for us and, at linebacker, at safety, at corner, he's a special player.
Hey guys, can we kind of just move off the field? Sure. Appreciate it. No, you're fine, Coach. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Too much.
No, it's all good. I got it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I hold on? I need to
It's
take
just me and Ryan.
And then you and Dawn, if we come in there. I need to do this.
Believe it or not, we had fun.
This is reenacted. She was 5 years old when we won the state, and this is the picture we took. And I was there. Where's Dawn? Get out! Quit being a jerk.
One.
Hold on, are you guys ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now you guys get in here.
AJ,
Come on, now you
Come on.
can get a family, just family for now, and then you guys can jump in. Where's Donovan?
He's right there.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
All right, one more. Come on, kids. Oh, all right, never mind.
No, give it to Darrell.
Give it to Terrell.
Exactly.
I knew you were going to do it too. I knew all week. You just kept fighting.
Oh, God.
Believe in you.
Well, that's the cutest thing I've seen in 11 years. Wow.
Way to go, girl. You got everybody balling. Good job.
All right.
That was too emotional.
It's crazy.
I just wanted to ask you about Devin Little and Kane Moy stepping in to a little bit different positions. What do you think about Devin on the offensive line and Kane on his side?
It's next man up philosophy, and Kane played a heck of a game against Beaver week 9, so I knew he was capable. And you throw a sophomore at left tackle, and hey, man. Couldn't have wrote the script any better, I guess. Amazing. I guess it was in the cards for us.
Number 10, man. He had him a game today.
He's a player.
Pretty long.
He's going to get himself a scholarship. He's I think he's him and Jakari are both, in my opinion, 2 of the best middle linebackers in the state of Pennsylvania. Just sheer fact as they are football players. So awesome game by him. And if you go back to the WPIAA final, equal as amazing game by the both of them. I think one had 15 tackles and one had 14 in that game.
That's what we noticed upstairs. I'm glad I got to meet you in your 2 best games.